The world's oceans are largely underexplored, with vast depths still unknown. If you dive deeper than 3,500 meters, there's a good chance you might discover a new species of life, previously unknown to science. But the deeper you go, the higher the chance of finding debris and garbage. Oceans cover more than 70% of the Earth's surface, making them the largest and most mysterious part of our planet. Despite this, we know surprisingly little about them. The average depth of the oceans is about 3.7 kilometers, and since light only penetrates down to about 100 meters, the majority of the ocean is shrouded in darkness. This means that a significant part of Earth exists in total darkness beneath the waves. Oceans contain about 96% of Earth's water, and fresh water is so scarce compared to seawater that if all the fresh water entering the oceans were spread out, it would only form a 1.25-meter thick layer over the surface of the seas. A staggering 94% of all life on Earth lives in the oceans, making those of us who live on land a tiny minority. With so much life and yet so little exploration, what mysteries could be lurking in the depths of the ocean? In fact, we know more about the surface of Mars than about the ocean floor, and there are still countless unknowns below the surface of our own planet. The lack of light and the extreme pressure of deep waters make it difficult to explore these depths. Today, we're going to embark on a journey into these remote places to discover what the bottom of the ocean looks like, what resides there, and what happens in these alien environments. Our submersible begins its journey, making stops at various significant depths. Let's start at 40 meters, which is the maximum depth for pearl collectors who dive without any scuba equipment, relying only on their breath. Beyond this depth, the increasing pressure would force air to escape from their lungs, making it unsafe to dive without equipment. Next, we reach 200 meters, where 90% of all aquatic life is found. Light still penetrates to this depth, enabling phytoplankton to grow and providing the base for the ocean's food chain. As we dive deeper, the light begins to fade and life becomes scarcer. At 332 meters, we hit the record for deep diving with scuba gear, and no one has been able to dive deeper without specialized equipment like a bath escape. At 565 meters, we find the maximum recorded diving depth of the emperor penguin, where photosynthesis no longer occurs and vegetation is nearly non-existent. But here, we encounter fish and marine animals that seek refuge from predators, hiding deeper as we continue our descent. At 1,000 meters, we enter the twilight zone, where the remaining light is less than 1%, and most life forms have adapted by emitting their own light through bioluminescence to attract prey or deter predators. We come across siphonophores, relatives of jellyfish that live in colonies, clustered around a long tube that serves as their shared digestive system. At 1,027 meters, we're nearing the midnight zone, a place of total darkness, where food is scarce and ocean life has to conserve energy. Animals in this zone don't actively hunt, but instead drift through the water, collecting sea snow, which is made up of microparticles of dead fish, plant matter, feces, dust, and sand. At 2,200 meters, we see giant octopuses and sperm whales diving to depths where they sometimes engage in deadly battles. We also encounter anglerfish, using their luminescent fin ray to lure in unsuspecting prey, a glowing bait that hides the predator's true nature. By 6,100 meters, we reach the point where transcontinental internet cables are laid on the ocean floor. More than 90% of the ocean is around 6,000 meters deep, considered the conditional bottom of the ocean. However, there are regions where the ocean floor sinks even deeper, creating the most extreme and mysterious places on Earth. The Mariana Trench, located on the border of two tectonic plates, is the deepest known part of the ocean. It was formed by the subduction of the Pacific Plate beneath the Philippine Plate about 180 million years ago. The trench is about 542 kilometers long and more than 5 times the length of the Grand Canyon. Within it, we find places that are deeper than 10,000 meters, including the Challenger Abyss, which reaches depths between 10,028 meters and 11,034 meters. Another deep spot is the Sirena Abyss, which measures 10,809 meters. Interestingly, the Mariana Trench is not the closest point to the Earth's center. Due to the Earth's bulging at the equator, the Arctic Ocean seafloor is actually closer to the planet's core than the bottom of the Challenger Abyss. In the Mariana Trench, there are dramatic environmental variations, such as the Dacumentary volcano, where a lake of molten sulfur exists at a depth of 414 meters. Further down, at around 1,600 meters, we find the Black Smokers, hydrothermal springs shooting highly mineralized water at up to 450 degrees Celsius. These springs are thought to have been the cradle of ocean life billions of years ago. For a long time, scientists believed life couldn't exist at the extreme depths of the Challenger Abyss due to the high pressure and near-freezing temperatures. But in 1960, Jacques Picard and Don Walsh became the first humans to visit the Challenger Abyss, reaching a depth of 10,918 meters. Though their searchlight revealed little, they spotted a flatfish, proving that life could survive in such depths. In 1995, a Japanese probe, Keiko, recorded a depth of 10,911 meters, bringing back samples of silt that contained microscopic creatures. Other expeditions have found single-celled organisms and giant creatures like a foraminifera, a massive organism for its size, measuring more than 10 centimeters. In 2012, filmmaker James Cameron made a solo dive, and later scientists found more than 200 species of invertebrates in soil samples. In 2014, another expedition discovered complex, multicellular organisms, including previously unknown fish resembling snailfish, which hold the record for deep-water survival. On the opposite side of the globe, the Puerto Rican Trench, the deepest point in the Atlantic Ocean, reaches depths of 8,376 meters. In 1939, the U.S. Navy ship Milwaukee discovered the trench, and recent technology has confirmed its exact depth. On December 19, 2018, Victor Vescovo made the first manned dive to the Puerto Rican Trench. This trench is known for its seismic activity and the threat of volcanic eruptions that could trigger devastating tsunamis. The Puerto Rican Trench also has a geological anomaly, with a superdense formation underneath that causes gravitational distortions in the ocean surface. In 2012, a robotic bathyscaphe explored this region and revealed some of the most fascinating, unique features of the ocean's deepest trenches. The ocean remains one of the most mysterious and unexplored parts of our planet, holding secrets that are only just beginning to be revealed. As technology advances, we continue to uncover the incredible diversity of life that thrives in the depths, giving us glimpses into a world that few will ever see in person.